Hello, I'm Justin, and I've directed the forthcoming production of The Caretaker here at Chichester Festival Theatre in the Minerva. And I'm really pleased to say that today I'm joined by the cast, and we're just going to give you a couple of little insights into the kind of process that we've gone through to bring this play to life. Thanks so much for joining me for this conversation. Obviously, we've had a great time making this play, and it's been really exciting. I'd love to hear from you through the process, what's been engaging for you about working on The Caretaker?
To have only two people, having only two characters on stage for the majority of the play, whoever that might be, is quite intense. And it's really interesting to play that game of chess between two people that don't know each other very well. And it's exciting and sometimes frightening.
I think it's probably the biggest part I've ever played in terms of the number of lines. Wow. And there are a lot of them, and they have to be fantastically precise. The thing about Harold Pinter, he's a wonderful writer, and he writes very, very precisely. He has a sort of musical head, really. And there are tiny things like, I mean to say, or or O, or A, and you've got to get them right. Otherwise, it sort of distorts the rhythm of the play. It's a bit like, I suppose, learning a piece of music. And once you've got them in your head, it takes a while, then you can be free within them. But every time we make a slight mistake, and we're doing better now, we sort of kick ourselves because we think, oh, there's a little bit of this marvellous play that's just gone to one side. So it's a challenge from that point of view, but it's also an excitement. And as you were saying, the thing about great plays, anyway, is that they always shift. You think one thing and then something else happens. And that's true of all of these characters. And that makes it engaging to play, and I think for people to watch too.
I knew that Pinter always intended for his plays to be funny. But I think reading it and then throughout rehearsals, the bits that popped out to me were seemingly the gags or things like that. And then bringing it into this space, those things sometimes get a titter or something, but then the things that get it's been surprising, the things that get the laughs or the most reactions are the laughing at the situations or seeing
the plot
yourself.
Laughter is the pleasing laughter.
Seeing yourself in these situations.
And he's very good at the laughs, Harold. I mean, he was an actor. Yeah, his timing is immaculate, and we do our best to try and match that in what he's written. But he did say, yes, he hoped that people would find the play funny. He did intend them to. Funny on the edge of absurdity sometimes, almost going to the ridiculous. But the thing that interested him most about the play was when the laughter stopped.
I think this play is particularly important in the time we're living in a time of economic insecurity, post-pandemic world. I think people began to live in very isolated lives as a result of the pandemic. I think that spilled over to working from home and things like that. People having less connection with the world around them, the community around them. And this play looks at three people that are isolated in their own extremely different ways. And to see that human desire to reach out and touch another person is cathartic, and it's I think it's important for now.
It's show don't tell, right? Like, it's a brilliant play of show don't tell.
Absolutely.
Three very different characters as well.
Yes, it couldn't be more different, really.
Yeah, you can tell he was an actor because he's written three
really good parts.
Yeah, and no character could speak another character's lines. It wouldn't seem. Yeah. It's so specifically.
They've all got their own lines.
Laid out.
You're right. It's also great to do it here. I mean, originally, of course, it was written for a proscenium theatre, small one, in London, where the curtain goes up and the curtain goes down. I like all that, we don't have much of it these days, but I'm always very happy to see it. But the great thing about doing it here in the Minerva is that you, the audience, you're in this room. I mean, it's a bit dusty, so sorry, but you'll be fine. And so the involvement is even more intense. You're in the room with the characters, and I suppose it makes it easier to get into their heads.
Thank you so much, Adam, Ian and Jack. I hope you, the audience, have enjoyed those into our process and into Harold Pinter and his work in general. And we really hope that you come down to the Minerva and see for yourself this incredible world that Harold Pinter created and that we've brought to life.